Let's talk about the bank feeds and the 4 mistakes that I see business owners make when it comes to bank feeds in QuickBooks Online. Number 1 mistake is that many think that because the transactions keep flowing into the QuickBooks Online, it's all automated and you don't have to do much. That is not correct. That's a lot of work and you need to make sure that everything is done correctly. The second mistake is that don't rely on QuickBooks to download every single transaction on your financial records of your bank statements, because sometimes it happens that something happens with the connection and then 5, 10, 20 transactions don't get downloaded. I had that happen a lot, especially there has been a problem when you have different guys working and you have different cards going working with one account. Right? You have one checking account, but you have multiple cards for all the guys to use for the purchases. And then it happened that many of those transactions just weren't coming through the bank feed. And then you have to download them a different way. I'll talk about it in the next video. The third mistake is that you add transactions instead of matching them. What does that do? Let's say you have a payment that your customer paid you and you recorded that payment in QuickBooks, and then the deposit comes through into the bank feed, and instead of matching it to the payment that you already have, you add it. So what does it do? You double your revenue, and you know what that means? Your profits are going to be overstated. The next mistake is that you know how QuickBooks Online suggests categories and it guesses what category the transaction may go to. Well, most of the time QuickBooks is wrong. So you need to make sure that before you add any sort of transaction that you have, you look up the category to be appropriate for that transaction.